हेलो एवरीवन। कैसे हो यार तुम सब लोग? होप एवरीवन इज डूइंग रियली गुड। मेरी आवाज रिपीट हो रही है। मुझे अपना को म्यूट करना चाहिए। ओह, hello Oliver Slicey, how are you, brother? It's so nice to see you. It's been so long. I remember you. You're that guy, I think from what do you say? Gymshark, right? Okay, so this was the yesterday's buy zone. Yeah, I remember it. See, brains, big brains. Okay, so this was the narrative I presented on yesterday. So yesterday, this was the buy zone for the BTC Bitcoin, and you can see it turned out pretty fucking awesome, right? 1500 points from that. This was the first narrative. Yesterday's narrative. Okay, so let's since this is a New York session, I'm gonna be more primarily focused on the NASDAQ, and we'll see. Okay, we have about 20 minutes till the market opens. We are gapping up on the QQQs. This is a QQQ, and this is a NASDAQ on the hourly time frame. Okay, so generally, what I'm thinking about the NASDAQ is, KR, I was thinking about taking a swing trade from these three lines, targeting this high. That would be 21,706. 21,706. So we'll see how will we react after the market opens. Then I'll present a potential swing trade. Today will probably be the day it might happen, right? We're going to target this point, or tomorrow within 2 or 3 days this is going to pan out. So, since we have some time left till the market opens, we will see. This was the first criteria. The next criteria of was for the Bitcoin. Okay, so this was the Bitcoin's price. This was the buying zone, 97,916 to the tick came with precision. Okay, so do you guys have any questions? We have some time left till the market open. मैं तुम लोगों के कुछ आंसर करूंगा क्वेश्चंस. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस प्लीज आस्क मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. एंड guys, it's really helps with the algorithm if you just like this video. That's all. Yep, like the video and ask any questions regarding anything. So guys, if you are joining me for the first time, or if you are an old subscriber, I'm focusing on live streaming daily the whole New York session, right? So I'm gonna be streaming from 9:30 till 4 o'clock. So we will share all of these narratives, and we will take some trades. Okay. Okay. Ha ha ha. Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. 99. 99 241. 99 to 41. 99 to 41.26, 41, 204, 99, 204. Currently using this as a reference point, 204. Just so you know, I'm not looking for shorts, right? I'm going to see how the price will react to this point. 108 and 240. 108. To 339, 339, 9, 939. Okay, so keep this in mind. Please do not touch NASDAQ. It's way, just keep this in mind. First narrative is I'm not looking for shorts even on the NASDAQ, nor on Bitcoin. Okay, I'm just looking for buys. But if I buy it here, I would have put my stop loss way below, somewhere below this point. Okay. So it's going to be a very skewed risk to reward ratio. So I'm waiting for it to just balance itself out. Then I'm going to try to buy this with a tight stop and I'm going to aim it further up higher. Okay. The same narrative goes with the Bitcoin. If we lose this point, this blue box, then this is the area I'm looking for. Do you trade for your main income? Yes, brother. I'm a full-time trader for like 3 years now. I used to do it part-time for 5 years. Initially, the first 5 years. After that, I started trading it full-time, and I do not earn from YouTube. I haven't earned a single penny from YouTube. Never have I affiliated with any brokerage and anything. And I've just put some two brokerages in the comment section very hesitantly. So 2 years, bro. I'm focusing on YouTube this year, basically till June. I'm going to be streaming every day till June. After that, I'm gonna do something else. I have some other projects. So if I get around 5,000 subscribers, that's gonna be enough for me on YouTube till June. Not aiming much higher than that. Okay. We have around 15 minutes till the market will open. So on US 100. US 100 is it's trending really really fast. So this trend is still intact even on a 1 minute time frame. I'm really really cautious trading this. Okay, if an opportunity presents on a scalp, I'll take a scalp, but no swing trades. If I buy it somewhere around here, I would have to exit it within the smaller time frame 8 year. Okay, so I'm not basically scalping NASDAQ. I'm trying to take a long term swing trade, long term to medium term swing trade that would be 5 to 6 days, and aiming for about, let's just say, 1 to 5 risk to reward at minimum, and at best 1 to 16 or 1 to 15 risk to reward ratio. We have 15 minutes till the market open. Okay. It's not showing any sign of strength at this point. It did not recognize this, so it's not validating this. But still, I'm not looking for longs. It can go down. If it keeps going down, I'm gonna mark some zones beneath it and see if it's going to recognize these points or not. But still, I'm looking for longs rather than shorts. Okay, this is an area of interest. We've reached that would be 715. 715 would be the next point. 715. 715. Okay. Guys, keep this in mind. I'm saying this again and again. Please do not short this, even if it starts going down violently. I do not want to short this. Even if I want to short this, I would not short it right now. It would take some time, at least some time. Okay. It would take around 3 or 4 hours for me to be interested in shorts. It's not like I go long, go short, go long, go short. It not, doesn't flips like that. It takes some times to balance itself out. Okay. So if we, for example, if we somehow regain this territory or regain this territory, these territories which I'm marking I'm using these as a stop loss placement point. For example, if price supports this point or any other point which I have drawn, right? These are the points from where I'm gonna put my stop loss beneath it, aiming for a high risk to reward ratio. Okay, so I'm watching how the price will react to these certain levels. If it reacts to these certain levels, like it recognizes these points, then I'm gonna execute on these trades. If not, then obviously it's telling me that something else is happening. So this was the last narrative which I presented like yesterday's stream. It was really nice. So these are the same, somehow determined by the same criteria in these levels. If we, so 200 to 300 points range. NASDAQ is declining. 480. Today is going to be interesting. Okay. The NASDAQ and the Qs. We are still way higher from where we closed yesterday. At BTC. $98,715 is the level. The next two levels would be about 98, 93.8. We have about 8 minutes till the market opens. So, if you are interested in NASDAQ, just draw this on your chart. Okay. 518 on QQQs. तो ये 518 को draw करो 518.4. This level is really important. Really important. Okay. From this point, I was aiming for a 1 to 20 ratio reward ratio, but it left without me and I was not allowed to trade this. So I just let it go. But this is the point which is going to make or break everything in the higher time frame. Okay. So, for example, if you go into my previous live streams, this exact same level was used to point out this bottom, this bottom, this bottom. You see these bottoms. Everything is documented live, so just know that it has very much weight to it. So keep please 518 on your chart. As long as we are above this point, I'm not allowed to go swing short. Okay. If we move down below this point, then I can think of taking a swing shot. But as long as we are above this point, no swing shots. I can take a day trade short or day trade long, but no swing shots or no swing shots. Only swing longs above this point. Okay. And this is on the QQQs. And if you want to see it on the NASDAQ US 100, this is the level that is 21,310. Just mark this area, this 35 points range from 21,310 to 21,344. We have 5 minutes till the market opens. Back to Bitcoin. मोइस, तुम इधर ही हो या आज आए नहीं? Nice. Ideally speaking, if we move above this point, that would be really, we will be out of danger and we will be free to go further up. For us to move to this point, this should ideally support price, this box, this black line. Once we move above this black line, this should ideally support price. Three minutes till the market opens. Nice. $161. 161. Let's just aim it for 161, 161.67. Two minutes till the market open. 1 minute left. 32. Thirty-two. A little lower. Being very, very precise, trying to be very precise here. 0.0. The market is open. Okay. Back to NASDAQ. Can plot an opening range gap closed here on Friday, coming back on BTC. Try not to short NASDAQ. Do not short NASDAQ. Even if it comes down to balance itself out, please do not take a short. If you are willing to take a really tight scalp, go ahead, but I would not prefer it. Okay, look at it in the 5 minutes time frame. For the NASDAQ, 518 to 495. 518 to 495. 518. This is a reference point. 518 to 495. Okay. This is a general reference point. As long as we are above this point, please do not short. Don't even try to short. Okay. So that's nice. Okay. See this point? Brilliant. I want the price to stay above. Ideally speaking, this is not the ideal world. Not get rejected from this box and stay above this point. That would be the ideal case. सबसे बेहतरीन ideal case ये रहेगा कि we should stay above this blue box. Then we are allowed to move above to this point. If we get rejected at this point, then no case, no trade, no case, no trade. Nice. 158, 163, 158 to 1, basically should not, ideally speaking, should not go below. Ideally, but first 5 minutes closed, might retest this point, might retest this point. Very well. Personally want the Nasdaq to come back to this point. Okay, it may not come back, right? If it comes back to this point, I'm willing to take a swing trade long with a good confirmation. First, I'll take some confirmation at this area, then I'm going to try to take a swing long. Okay. In any case, please do not short Bitcoin or Nasdaq, even if it starts to move back down. I'll try to buy this. 155, last line of defense. 155, 55, आखिरी डिफेंस का लाइन है 155. The same works basically. 55, 55, yeah. Okay. Basically at the same place. 'Hello Eric, how are you doing, buddy?' Okay. So if you're looking at the cues, keep this in mind. This is a higher time frame structure. You see this point is a higher time frame structure, and we are trying to break the structure. Probably going to fake this out. Probably we are highly likely to fake this out, come back to this point after 2 or 3 days. Then I'm going to try to take a swing trade long. Okay. First, it should generate some liquidity. It can run without me. That's fine. Okay. But I'm not gonna be in it. That's all. That's okay. Okay. Because I'm not gonna jump in because my stop loss would be really, really big. for me to aim these highs. Okay. So this is the breaking point of the downtrend. We were below this point. We took a shot from this point, aiming for around this low. Then we on Friday we came back to this point. I was hoping that we might come back down again, rejecting from this 518 level, but we are gapping up, so it changes everything. Changes everything. Aha, nice, huh? Okay, this should support price. Ideally speaking, we should not go below this point. If we gyrate around this point, then what can I say? It's trading, right? But ideally speaking, okay, if we keep on trending higher and the trend stays intact, 706 is not bad. 706 on US 100 is not a bad target. Okay, we are 97 points below this level. 700, 706, 97 points. Keep this in mind. I'm not in NASDAQ. I'm waiting for the NASDAQ. I'm specifically trading NASDAQ in swing trades because of the seasonality. The ATR is expanded in this basically January to February. These months are we have a lot of large ranges. So, hmm, Bitcoin का अच्छा हो गया. Bitcoin is a nice target. Okay. This was today's narrative. It played out in front of you. Okay. This was yesterday's, like, this is where I left the stream telling everyone here we are going to target this point, 960 or something. After that, this was the buying zone again. It came back down to this point. यहाँ पे दोबारा से आया और हमें दोबारा इसने give us around 1500 more points. Then this is the next level, which is being narrated real time, 740 points. Okay. So do not short NASDAQ, do not short Bitcoin. No shorts on NASDAQ, no shorts on Bitcoin. Guys, keep this in mind. This is what I mentioned yesterday. Okay, if you trade Bitcoin, just know this something like this exists. Bitcoin Historical Volatility Index. Bitcoin Historical Volatility Index. Open this chart. Everyone should have this on your chart. Okay, it's just like an ATR. Okay, it's a range for the volatility and mark these three levels: 1.20, 0.53, and the next level on the upper deviation would be 6.56. These are the levels which you should have on your chart. Hello, Mario. Mario, you are late, bro. Bro, you're really late. Check this out. Then I'm gonna come back to historical volatility. This was the narrative I presented now. Okay. Mario, you left early yesterday. This was the previous day's narrative when I left. मुइस यार मुझे तुम ये बताओ कि तुमने इसके ऊपर ट्रेड ली ब्रो. This is where I left yesterday, right? This was the buying zone when I left here, like aiming towards the upside. Okay, this, like, check this out. This is a 1 minute time frame on a Bitcoin. Okay, so on a Bitcoin, an average volatility range is about 100, 200 points, right? So this is how precise it is, right? And ये अभी का okay, I was telling you about the Bitcoin historical volatility index. Everyone who is watching this stream should have this on your chart. Okay, how can you interpret this data? You just need basic statistics, right? So the index ticker is BVOL 24 hours. It's on BitMix. Okay, mark these three levels: 0.53, 1.20, 1.20, and 6.56. These are monthly Bitcoin historical volatility levels. So how do you interpret this data? You can interpret this data in the sense of how, when can you expect a shrinking volatility and when can you expect a rise in volatility, not the direction, volatility. Okay, so whenever we come back to this point, approximately below 1.20, you can expect some sort of a volatility increase, not the direction but the volatility increase. So you should be targeting for the should be adjusting your strategies for trending strategies, right? Once we are moving below this, once we are declining, okay, starts to decline, you are using the ranging strategies. Once we are below this point and we close above the previous candle high on a 4 hours or any other time frame, like you can use 4 hours as a simple deviation, right? Then you can start to use trending models. Is this clear? Is this simple enough? It's not telling you the direction. It's not telling you any sort of direction. It's just adjusting your strategies, because in different market conditions, different strategies apply. Now I'm using trending models for this Bitcoin. Okay. If you have your own systems, I'm just telling you how to navigate between you, because I used to have a lot of different systems, but I never exactly knew when to apply what. So this is a very, very good filter for your systems. I hope you really find it useful. If you will really find it useful if you apply it correctly. So on the NASDAQ, okay, first 15 minutes is closed. First 15 minutes closed. It's gonna mark this as a orange line. So guys, if you are going to be joining me for the streams, just know that I have associated different colors with different things. Opening range gap would always be this color. I'm not gonna change it, because in a glance I can know that this is what opening range gap is. But basically, I don't have to rethink everything, right? And the yellow box would be the 15 minutes opening range gap, or opening range first 15 minutes would be this color. The basic default colors, this one, and the opening range gap is this one. So it just gives me a general range of the first 15 minutes and the opening range gap. Nice. See how the further we move away from this point, the better it looks, isn't it? Okay, so 706 is not very far. You can easily target 706 plus. Please don't jump in. Okay, I can make a good case for 706, but it can gyrate around this point and really messes up your risk to reward. Then it reaches this point. Damn, bro. Okay, so this, you see this point, this is the bottom, this was the bottom, and on 27th of December, I told everyone that this is going to be a long-term bottom. This was the long-term bottom. We were aiming a short from this point, and I was trying to buy it from this. But this was presented on 27th December, this whole narrative. So even if you say, okay, I missed out on this move, could have hinted at this. Still, it gave, oh, 1500 points. 1500 points. So why is this like really high ranges? Because we are increasing this. You see this point, volatility increased. Why did it increase? I explained you now, Kiar. See this point, 1.20. We can expect much increase in volatility after this point. Once we are moving further up from this. Okay. Mhm. Okay, okay. हम्म। अच्छा यार, तुम लोगों में से ज्यादातर गोरे तो नहीं देख रहे हो, या मतलब मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ कि मैं हिंदी में कल बात कर रहा था, जो उर्दू में बात कर रहा हूँ तो। ओके। सो अगर ज्यादा इंडियंस या पाकिस्तानी देख रहे हो तो बताओ कमेंट में, फिर मैं चेंज होता हूँ। 21,573। 21,573। मेरे ख्याल से मुझे सिर्फ तुम ही हो। 538, 509। 38, 509। So ideally speaking, okay, Bitcoin, we got a good risk reward on Bitcoin, right? What I am thinking for the queues, if you are interested in queues, this is an hourly time frame. Okay, we have 36 minutes till the first hour will close. After this is closed, I'm basically overall no swing shorts. I'm only looking for swing longs, but with a good risk to reward. There is always some sort of with a good risk to reward. That's the first criteria. How will I get a good risk to reward? First it needs to stay here for some time, generate some sort of a liquidity at this gap. Okay, this gap is going to be really important. Okay, guys, eh, really important for the next 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4. This is a high time frame narrative. Please have this on your chart. The low of this gap is extremely important. This is going to play out extremely good. It can give you two swing trades, not just one, two swing trades. Extremely good risk to reward ratio. I'll probably hear tomorrow as well, but still. Okay. You've taken out Friday's high. Keep this in mind. We have an opening range gap here. Just entering the opening range gap here still, but that's not really relevant. We can still move up. I'm not looking for shorts in any case. No shorts at all. At all. The only criteria I am looking for is to a good risk to reward. I have determined my bias. Now the only thing left is a good risk to reward ratio, which is the essence of trading. So see, on an hourly candle, we were trading in the VIX. The further it moves ahead from this point, the better it looks. Okay. Just by knowing that it's reaching for 706 is not enough. I need a good risk to reward ratio because I'm not scalping for 10 or 15 points. That's not how I trade because I know the direction. I exactly know the direction. But the only thing is the spikes. Basically, it does not make it easy for a person, even if the person knows where it is going, it does not make it easy for to execute. Okay? Execution is completely different from the bias, if that makes sense. Once it clicks to you that execution is completely different from a bias, you will understand a lot of things about trading. So 706 can be the target, easy, but it's not giving me a good risk to rewards ratio, so I'm not going to execute. This was a good one. Okay. If you missed out on BTC, do not worry. Uh, a lot of trades are going to come. A lot of trades. Okay. Solana, Solana, so 221. Hmm. I'm holding Solana from around 84, 184. Majority of my crypto holdings are in Solana and some of it in BTC. BTC trade, basically I trade BTC, but um, don't own that much of BTC. Okay, this is the first. Guys, you see this point, 945. 945 is imbalanced. By this time, you who watch me from long time, you know this, what I say. This is an imbalance, basically, right? We will revisit this point, 595. This candle is where the 15 minutes closed. As long as we are below this box on volatility index, you see this volatility index from 16.87 to 16.41. Okay, just have this box on your chart. This box is going to be relevant for next 20-30 days. I'm mentioning all of these boxes. I'm focusing on the long term boxes because if I tell you some sort of a area of interest and if it gets invalid after a day or two, it doesn't really matter, right? So I'm mentioning all of this box just to give you a higher time frame narrative. So this is what is keeping us from a downtrend. Okay, just keep it this in mind. As long as we are below 16.44, we are relatively safe. Relatively safe. in the NASDAQ, S&P 500, and probably the Dow Jones. Okay. Who trades Euro USD or the dollar index out of you? If you are interested, I'll tell you something about it. If you are interested in the dollar index, just have this on your chart. 107.819, 107.251. This is what's holding price. This is where we are going to chop around and decide whether we want to go down or further up. This is the breaking point. Okay. Be very cautious on NASDAQ. This one is imbalanced. If you are to trade or execute on this, just keep this in mind that in further sometime in future we are going to revisit this. So keep your stops and take profits tight. Okay. So you can take a tiny scalp, short scalps, but no shorts. No shorts. Okay. If you have missed out on BTC, do not worry. Do not worry. Obviously, do not enter if you missed out here. Do not enter at this point. I would be more interested in taking a long again if we somehow reach 494, 494, which is this point, somewhere around this point. First 30 minutes closed. First 30 minutes closed. 592. Okay. 592. 590. Yeah, 592. Hey, if I place something below this point, does not mean that I'm aiming for this point. I'm just using this as a reference point that it will probably come back to this point. Does not mean to short it. Okay, it might take support from this point, so it's more likely to come back to fill this wickless candle. If it doesn't come, I'm not worried. I'm not worried because I'm not shorting this at all. Okay, 549 to 518, 549 to 518. Okay. So if you, Eric, you probably understand this criteria which I presented on the backtesting stream. You should have known by the time it started from 9:43. It closed below and immediately closed above. Okay. From this point onwards, on a 1 minute time frame, what you could have expected that it's going to chop around for some point. Now, the one more thing, it's still contained within this 940 candle. Everything is contained within this 940 candle. Even if we come back to this point, everything will still be intact and valid. Okay. If you move up ahead a time frame, come back to 15 minutes time frame, everything is being contained within the first 930 candle. See this? We never closed above. So now it is still allowed to come back to this point, but will that change the trend? No, will not change anything. Everything will still be valid. We haven't invalidated anything. Okay. So the validation criteria would be this point. The invalidation criteria would be this point on a 15 minutes. Okay. It's more likely to chop, 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 make some sort of this contraction, make some sort of a this contraction, break out of this contraction, okay, fake out or break out. It depends on how you look at it. As I'm bullish, so I would be expecting some sort of a fake out, then take this low, then come back up. So that would be the ideal case. Okay. See this contraction. Okay. It's probably, yes, I can make a case that it's going to make a go up. That's not a problem. No problem. Still, because we are still bullish. I'm not looking for shorts. But ideal case would be if it fakes this out. Okay. Then come back to this point. Then move up. Still be valid. In any case, I'm looking for longs. Okay. Bitcoin is not coming back, bro. Bitcoin has gone way too far from like exact bottom. This was the criteria, right? Okay, if we, this should support price, and it did. It did move and closed below for some time, but if you look at it from the 5 minutes time frame, okay, if you look at it from the 5 minutes time frame, see how precise that was. Hmm? Okay. You see this point? Boys, take a look. It's 10:10. The new 5 minutes open and it's wickless. Okay. So whenever the price starts to move like this in one direction, wickless, it's always telling you something. It's telling you that I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. You can buy this now. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna come back. See? Now it did a fake out, come back to this point, come back to this point. Aja. Now everyone is like scared. Okay? Don't be scared. In any case, I'm not looking for shorts. Even if it comes back to, okay, no problem. No problem. Okay. I'm gonna mark this here. 522. Has anything been invalidated? Okay. No, nothing has been invalidated. Okay. 655. 655. Come on, 655. Okay. 706 on the cues. 706 is not really far. You can easily target 7. Please do not jump in. You should have when you had time. I'm narrating this like tick by tick. So please, the moment and a trade idea matures, it looks good. The moment it looks good, you are confident. You're more likely to jump in when you're confident because it looks good. So that does not works in like when it looks good, it looks good to everyone. So no edge there. Okay. Do not short. Do not short. Even if whatever the case. Okay. Do not short. This is the new 15 minutes candle. Okay. This is where the 15 minutes new 15 minutes candle open. We are allowed to close below this point as this is a higher time frame candle opening. No problem. That wouldn't be a really big problem. Okay. Eric, you understand this? I hope you do. Okay. Coin is gone. 706 is not really far. It's about how many points left? 38 points. Nothing. I've taken out the 15 minutes high and the 15 minutes low, the opening of the 15 minutes. The next 5 minutes about to close in about 30 seconds. Keep in mind we are 10 minutes till the first hour is about to close. So, hey, if you, I have basically potentially, okay, I'm potentially looking for this swing long. If even if it starts to move, like if it keeps going up, I'm not worried. Okay, within 1 or 2 days, there is going to be a long-term swing narrative, which I'm going to present to you live. Okay, so that will be the target. Probably, we'll see. Probably, we'll see. I try not to predict a lot of things, but we'll see. If you missed out on Bitcoin, no problem. Within an hour, probably we'll get another trade, like this trade. A simple, you can take a simple trade like buy or sell at any point, but at within a number of trades, you'll end up break even. Okay, so the trades which have a skewed risk to reward, and the risk is bigger than the reward, and these are the trades. Okay, and these are the trades in which reward is bigger than the risk. So I specifically try to take those kind of trades. Okay, 706 would be the first target. Come on, यार क्यों नहीं कर सकता हूँ? बस इससे थोड़ा सा ये एक दफा once we reach this target, then I'm gonna tell you about the US 100, US oil. Personally, I hate US oil. I hate ranging markets. So, but I still do it. 7 minutes till the hour is going to close. Okay. Nah, wrong. Ranging markets, you're not good. very close to 706, about 36 points. 3 minutes till the first hour close. Okay. Hmm. 706, huh? 2 minutes till the first hour close. We are very close to 706. We might gyrate around 706 for some time. If the trend stays intact, we can easily move to 827. Okay, 827. It's all depends on the reading, tape reading, right? If we stay intact and continue to trend towards the upside, we might easily take 27. Okay. In any case, do not short. Like, do not short. Even if I'm telling you these targets, does not mean that these are the targets for taking a short. It might rebalance the market, rebalance itself out of, but still, it would be a long. Okay. Any case, no shorts. 8 seconds till the first hour will close. The first hour closed. Okay. Now it's gonna take some liquidity for the higher time frame, even close on and break the smaller time frame too, but still be valid on the higher time frame because we are entering into the higher time frame ATR. Bitcoin, like look at it, man. Damn, 3,000 points in what? An hour? Okay. 1030 would be the reference point. We haven't taken the low or the high of the 1030. Okay. Okay. Um, 634, 634. 21,005, 21,456. 21,456. 21,456. Okay. We haven't taken the high of the 1030, but still, it won't make it easy. We are coming back to this, take this high after some time, but first it needs to just take some people out. See this symmetry, market hates symmetry. Some people have shorted this. It's gonna punish them. Probably their stops would be around this high or that high. First stop taken. Some people have bought this. Okay. And I think both the people who have shorted this and the people who have bought this both are in trouble. Will be probably. It's not gonna make this easy for anyone. Okay. So if I were to again re-enter, I'll probably think about re-entering it here, somewhere around here. Okay. This is the 1030 high. This is the high of the 1030 candle. See this, there's another symmetry. It makes symmetry, then it breaks symmetry. So that messes up with the perception. Yeah. I'm thinking about going long if the market closes above 21,657, 21,657. Closes above. Hmm, Mario, not a good long. I would not prefer it because I see a lot of hopes and prayers here. And I don't like hopes and prayers. People who have bought it somewhere around there are hoping and praying, and I know because I was one of them at some point. So I don't like it. Okay? Even if it starts to come, like it can come, it's going up. That's for sure, not a problem. But it's not gonna make it that easy. Okay, you can try, you can try, but still, it's not gonna make it that easy. You see, the people who are hoping and praying, and once it starts to move above this point and broke this symmetry, people who thought like this was a good trade, but they entered it here. Okay, a lot of hopes and prayers. I do not hope. I do not. I pray, but not rely on it. Okay, a lot of hopes and prayers. Now, Mario, keep this in mind. Yeah, closed below, closed above, closed below, closed below. Then let's try to close above. So when it started from 10:30. At some point in future, I can think that we are going to take the high of the 10:30 candle. So how can I strategize it? I can strategize it by thinking where my risk would be lowest. Okay. So this is the middle of the range. If I remove everything, this is the middle of the range. Okay. Even if the price comes below this point, okay, that would be an extreme. We are still working within this point. Okay. I can read it. It's still going up. No problem. It's not, it's gonna skew the rest of the reward ratio. It usually does. So not the ideal. Okay, it broke the symmetry again. Okay. 643, 643. Yeah. Let's see what's going on Qs. See, we can make an argument that this is going to play out, right? We can argue. And what is more interesting, this 42 candle is imbalanced. Now it's balanced. Hopes and prayers never works. Such an unforgiving nature. Okay, you see this point. It broke symmetry again. Now, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna move it slightly above. Okay, slightly above. So it do something like this. For example, it's gonna trend here, here. Then it's gonna break some symmetry. The people who are using some sort of a bull flag, it's gonna negate the bull flag. Then the bull flag would be raised up slightly higher. So it starts from something like this angle, like you can say the 56 degrees angle. then it's going to move to 32 degrees angle, then it's going to move to 18 degrees, then probably it's going to break. Does not happens every time. Okay, just keep this in mind. You should have a complete bias. Okay. this is this looks promising. I'm not saying it to trade this, but still. This is the high of the 1030 candle. Okay. Now you still make an argument that 1 minute is intact. 1 minute is intact towards the bias. Okay. Towards the bias. So when it complements the bias, you can make a case. But at this point, it's obvious. Okay. New 15 minutes candle. This is the new 15 minutes candle. The first hour candle, the second hour candle was 15 minutes. 10:30. This is the hourly high. 706 is not that far. Mm-mm. Red flag. 46 is a red flag. Still, it will move, probably target this point, then come back, and still like come back now, come back later, but it's going to come back in some point in future. That's how you interpret this wickless candles. Mm. 5 minutes. Mm. One minute is still intact. See, oh, okay, it has a bit, no problem. 706. Hmm. Bitcoin is like, what was the risk to reward on this? Like, can you even imagine? Let's just suppose it was 100, or let's just say 300 points was the risk. Okay. Let's just assume. Okay. 300 to maximum like 2000 points was the least because it moved really fast, right? Never gave a time to exit. 2000 points was the minimum. 207, 1 minute is intact. At this point, you guys probably know what I mean by saying that it is intact. Eh, Probably 652. Never gonna make it easy. For basically, when it is close to where it is reaching towards, it's just gonna miss out on 30 or 40 points and then do some damage towards the other side, then move back up to the target. The market knows where it is going. It exactly knows it is trying to reach for 706. But before 30 points or 40 points, when the 40 or 30 points left towards the target, it do something like this. It happens in the smaller, in the higher time frame, in every time frame. 753, 52. Bitcoin is going crazy. 706. Okay, once we reach 706, you'll see probably some sort of a reaction or may not react, but this was the initial target. Once we reach this point and the trend stays intact, as the clock is turning in the trending market, each candle is pricing up higher and higher, higher. So the as time passes and it does not breaks the trend and stays intact. So as the time will pass, we can, it's not sure. As I was sure about 706, not sure. Like we can easily, the next probable area would be 827. Okay. If 52, the new 5 minutes candle probably will balance this out. 52. Three minutes till the hourly can close. 52 is balanced now. 659. Guys, if you are interested in taking a Euro USD or dollar index, this is a general market gauge. So you should always be keeping an eye on the dollar index. So the dollar index will react out of this zone 107 point. Just take this coordinates into consideration. This is going to be relevant for some time. Okay, 107,819, 107,251. Volatility index. See, volatility index is way below 16.42. This is the reason we are trending. Bitcoin historical volatility. This is what I mentioned yesterday. This is the reason you are seeing. Oh, okay, this is the new hour open. This is imbalanced. Do not jump in right away. It can easily crush you. And then 60, 660. चल यार, तेरा यूएस ऑयल देखता हूँ. ये तो हो जाएगा. अभी अभी तो नहीं यार, अभी तो नहीं. ऑयल तो जब तुम तो लेट हो गए ना यार. तुम्हें मैंने कल भी एक प्राइस दी थी. अभी भी एक प्राइस दी थी. और एट द एंड ऑफ द डे तुम अभी बोल रहे हो कि ट्रेड लेना है. अभी तो बड़ा लेट हो गया. थोड़ा वेट करना पड़ेगा, फिर आएगी ट्रेड. यू हैव टू वेट. थोड़ा सा टाइम. यूएस ऑयल 73.62. That's all you need. हम्म. हम्म. हाँ, कल बैठे भी बहुत लंबा टाइम थे यार. 73.62. Okay. 73.63. एक ये लेवल मार्क करो। दूसरा 73.62, 73.43, 73.43, 72.86। शॉर्ट मत करना। 86। ये रेलिवेंट एरियाज ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हैं, इनको अपने पास रखो। और 73.63 को, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लेवल है। ये इतना इम्पोर्टेंट लेवल है कि ये तुम्हें महीना तक, मंथ टू मंथ तक ये तुम्हारे पास रेलिवेंट रहेगा और मार्केट इस जगह से रिएक्ट करती रहेगी फॉर सम टाइम। तो और उसके अलावा अगर, लाइक क्योंकि ये हाई टाइम फ्रेम का नैरेटिव है, डेली टाइम फ्रेम का नैरेटिव है, तो हम लोग उसी चीज को कंसिडरेशन में ले रहे हैं। तो बाकी ये है कि ओवरऑल छोटे टाइम फ्रेम पे भी ना इसको शॉर्ट मत करना। और हमारा 706, ये हमारा टारगेट, दिस वाज अ टारगेट 706। ये अचीव तकरीबन हो गया, इट्स ओके। और हमारा बिटकॉइन का, बिटकॉइन इज स्टिल मूविंग। ओके, अभी 3000 पॉइंट्स हो गए फ्रॉम द बाइंग जोन। ओके। और अच्छा यार, ये जो है ना यूएस ऑयल, यूएस ऑयल का, हम्म, मैं स्कैल्पिंग का तुम्हें नहीं कह रहा हूँ, मैं तुम्हें हाई टाइम फ्रेम का नैरेटिव दे रहा हूँ। स्कैल्पिंग के लिए मुझे बैठना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि स्कैल्पिंग के लिए टेप रीड करना पड़ेगा कि मैं उसके लिए ना, वो नहीं है। लेकिन जनरली ये इतना इतना, मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल ये मैक्सिमम, ये इधर से सपोर्ट ले सकता है, इधर से सपोर्ट ले सकता है, इधर से ले सकता है, इधर से ले सकता है, या इधर से ले सकता है, ठीक है। ओवरऑल तो डिपेंड करेगा। फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं यहाँ से ट्रेड ले रहा हूँ तो मैं इसको कितने टाइम तक छोड़ूंगा। मैं इसको, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर ये मंथली टाइम फ्रेम का नैरेटिव मैं तुम्हें बता रहा हूँ, तो ये ज्यादा तुम्हें रिस्क रिवॉर्ड अच्छा देगा। अगर तुम इसको यहाँ पे बाय करो, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी कुछ जोन्स हैं हमारे, तो तुम्हें इसका छोटा मोटा स्कैल्प्स लेना पड़ेगा। हाँ, ओवरऑल तुम ऐसे समझ लो कि जिस तरह मैं अभी बिटकॉइन का कर रहा था ना, उस तरह से, कि जिस तरह मैंने बिटकॉइन का मैं देख रहा था कि यार ये रिएक्ट कैसे करेगा, हाउ इज इट रिएक्टिंग टू द सेम पॉइंट जहां मैंने मार्क किए हैं। तो वो जहां पे कोई रिएक्शन देगा, और डिपेंड करेगा कि तुमने ट्रेड ली कहाँ से है। तुमने अगर ट्रेड हायर टाइम फ्रेम के नैरेटिव से लिए तो तुम उतना रिवॉर्ड एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो। तुमने अगर छोटे टाइम फ्रेम के एरियाज ऑफ इंटरेस्ट से ट्रेड ली है तो तुम जल्दी निकल आना, लेकिन ओवरऑल शॉर्ट मत करना, ठीक है। सी, हम लोग अपने टारगेट के क्लोज हैं, तो हम लोग अपने टारगेट के जो है ना, वी आर वेरी क्लोज टू आवर टारगेट, सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर चॉपिंग अराउंड, चॉपिंग अराउंड, चॉपिंग अराउंड। 706 विल probably get hit today, so in any case, do not short the NASDAQ। 666। See this point, 10:30 say हमें indication, we got an indication from 10:30 that it's probably going to chop around for some point. Closed below, closed above, closed below, closed above, closed below. So it's doing the same thing again and again and again. Every closing we get is behind a wick. Okay, you're not getting a direct closing. So that's why this whole area would be considered as a range, यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक. लेकिन क्या does that change our bias? No. Can chop around for some time, generate some sort of liquidity, take out that liquidity, then move further up. It's in 11 o'clock, 706. Come on. Been waiting for 706 for a long, long time. 'See, this is where I men care. When it is close to the target, it chops around, chops around, chops around, then it slowly tags the target. And never makes it easy. So it can be looked at it from two point of views. That it's making difficult to reach the target, or the other point of view, which is a good point of view, a resilient point of view, is that once it starts doing this, it's probably going to give me another opportunity if I missed out on a trade to tag the target. For example, if it starts to go down again, I'll try to buy it again, aiming for 706. So that's a win for me. We are up about 1.9% on the day, 400 points. Okay, 69. Six zero nine 568, 609 568. Middle of the Friday's opening range gap. Hmm. 69. First 2 hours is about to close. Finally, So, hmm, on a 5 minutes time frame, if you remove all of these drawings from this point to this point, this is the relevant range. Okay. And chop around this point. In a 15 minutes, you can say this high and this low. Hmm. Probably use this. फोर मिनट्स रहते हैं दूसरा घंटा क्लोज होने में। बिटकॉइन अभी 4000 4000 पॉइंट्स अप फ्रॉम द बाइंग जोन। NASDAQ का भी we are very close to the target 706, very very close. Hmm. 706. 3 minutes left till the hourly close. आजा भाई. Once the target is reached, I'm gonna sum it up. Okay, guys, if you're new to the channel, kindly just like the video, subscribe the video. If you watch the video from the start, this is the narrative I presented at the start of the video. So we have gotten around 4,000 points. Like I predicted the bottom as always. So this was the from the start of the stream. We've gotten around 4,000 points from this point. We were aiming for NASDAQ to reach 706 from 9:30 opening. So on NASDAQ, 150 points. So not bad, huh? 706. Last minute till the hourly candle close. So currently I'm aiming for 706. If the trend stays intact, it can easily come to 827. It all depends on how the trend will stay intact or not. So as for now, this is the new hour opening. We have closed 2 hours in the session. The first 2 hours are closed. This is the 11:30 candle. हम लोग अभी ये कैंडल का we're gonna gyrate around this candle, taking the low of this candle. Take the high of this candle. Okay. 706 का हमारा target है from the start of the stream. So I'm aiming for that to reach. खैर अगर even if it takes some time, doesn't really matter because we are about 150 points above from the start of the stream. And from the start till now, I was like bullish, buying the dips. I'm telling all of you that please do not short this. So I hope you did not short this. 11:33. This candle is imbalanced. 33 candle is imbalanced. We are going to come back at some point in future to rebalance this towards the upside. Can gyrate around this point, but at some point in future we are going to revisit 694. Okay, Mario, take care, brother. मोइस यार ये देख 706 फंस गया है भैंचोद। बड़ी गंदी तरह फंस जाता है टारगेट ना, बड़ा गंदा फंस जाता है। खैर, नहीं यार क्लोज तो नहीं कर रहा हूँ। पर सेशन बड़ा मतलब मेरा सेशन तो बड़ा अच्छा निकल गया, मैं सोच रहा था क्लोज कर दूं, फिर मैंने कहा नहीं नहीं नहीं, आज मैं लंबा चलाऊंगा इसको। सिक्स सेवेंटी सिक्स 676। 89 candle imbalance. है ये 42 वाली कैंडल इज इम्बैलेंस अगेन ये इस तरह से दिस इज reacting this way because we are very close to the target 706 and the market knows it, so it's gonna chop around, chop around, chop around, then probably we are in today's date we are going to touch 706. We'll lose this point, then we are probably coming back to 624, but I'm not interested in shorting this like at all. Keep this in mind. I'm not interested in shorting this. I'm only allowed to buy this 24 और हमारा 584, 584. 11:42 candle is imbalanced. 34 is imbalanced. Then what is 34 is imbalanced. 33 is imbalanced. No shorts. Okay. From this point to this point, this is a no man's land. Okay. Can only buy it above this point or at this point. Between this area, like you can say 53 points is a no man's land. I'm not allowed to do anything. Six 640 is the invalidation criteria. Still, 11:46, new 15 minutes candle. 'Even if it once it loses this point, it has lost it, right? I'm either waiting for it to regain this territory, which is the price would be 21,676 and 21,672. Uh, I'm not allowed to do anything between this point and that point. Okay. I know that once we are below this point, we can easily reach to this point. That is 21,624. Okay. But am I interested in shorting this? No. I would be shorting against the whole trend. So I'm not interested in shorting this. I'm only interested in taking a long. So these are the areas of interest which I have marked. These are the areas which I'm interested in taking a long. No shorts. On the cues, New 5 minutes candle. Hmm. सही है। आइडियली स्पीकिंग हम लोगों को अगर इससे ऊपर प्राइस रुकी रहे तभी वी आर सेफ। मुझे एक दफा ये हो जाए ना आपका 12 o'clock लंच आवर होता है तो दूसरा 706 के ऊपर ये अगर अभी आ जाए तो फिर मैं बस स्ट्रीम बंद कर दूंगा यार। टू मच। लंच आवर के अंदर इतना कोई मूवमेंट एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया जा सकता, ऐसे बोरिंग मार्केट हो, कोई फायदा नहीं है। वी आर अबव दिस पॉइंट, इट शुड स्टे अबव दिस पॉइंट, अदरवाइज हम लोगों का ये जो चॉप है ये जारी रहेगा। सिंस चॉपी एज फक। Okay. So guys, आप लोग अपने पास you should have this on your chart. Okay. 21,624 and 21,583. So generally speaking, I'm not interested in taking a short. Yes, it's coming down, but it's coming down to go back up. Generally speaking, the overall trend is towards the upside. So मैं expect कर रहा हूँ कि we are going to reach 706 at some point in future today, or tomorrow or after the closing. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So just have this on your chart. Now is lunch hour and we see a candle imbalance है तो it's a higher time frame imbalance is going to be revisited. दूसरा हमारा बिटकॉइन का नैरेटिव played out perfectly. बिटकॉइन की भी अभी ट्रेड बनने में टाइम है यार। So okay guys, if something happens उसमें in the power hour last hour के अंदर तो I'll be live, probably be live within about 2 or 3 hours. Okay. Okay, boys.